What's going on? It is Coach AJ Lou, and today I want to talk about owning yourself. So, yesterday, man, I was at the gym, and I'm a very, one of my I've taken all these personality tests and all this stuff, and values and da 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 and all this stuff. And one of my things, one of the things that I'm best at is social awareness, I guess you could say, right? Or being aware of other people's emotions and feelings and things like that. It's just one of the things that I'm very good at, right? Like in all these tests, that's either my number one or number two thing. And so I'm at the gym, and I'm always at the gym, and I'm always paying attention, right? I'm always paying attention to what other people are doing, kind of like the looks on their face, the body language they're giving, all those different things. And as I'm leaving the gym, I'm walking out, and there's this girl walking, I'm walking out and she's walking in. And as she's walking in, she's like looking at the ground, her shoulders are kind of slumped down, and everything's just kind of everything's aiming down towards the ground, right? Everything's facing down. And as I'm walking by, I'm just noticing her, as we pass each other. And she continues into the gym. I continue to my car. And as I pass her, it just made me think, we are always sending signals to the world, right? There's a quote that says, I don't remember who said it, I'm sorry, but there's a quote that says, we teach the world how to treat us, right? We teach the world how to treat us. And so when you're always always sending some kind of signal to other people, right? And sometimes that signal, you see the guys with their chest out walking around trying to look like they're freaking Hulk Hogan or Macho Man Randy Savage, right? Even though they're a $170, they're sending a message to the world, right? And then you have people kind of like the squirrel, who everything was down. She's literally looking at the ground as she walks past me. And I know I'm a big guy. I'm freaking 6'2", 260 some pounds. I'm a big dude, right? But what is the signal that you're sending off to the rest of the world? Because that's I have a book over here. Where's it at? Oh, right here. I'm just gonna grab it real quick. So I have this book here. It's called The Book of Tells, and this is all about body language. And in this book, it talks about signs of submission, right, and different things like that, and how to tell what people are thinking subconsciously. And when you're looking at the ground, when someone looks at the ground as they pass you, that's like a sign of submission, right? You see animals do it. In the wild, right, where you get the alpha wolf coming up, and other wolves will look at the ground or get low to the ground, right? It's like a sign of submission. And when you're sending those signals off to the world, man, what do you think people are going to want to do, right? It makes people subconsciously, even if they don't consciously want to, they think they can dominate you, right? They think they can control you, they can own you. And then these things reflect everything else in our lives, because if you allow yourself to carry the body language of someone that's submissive, that's someone that can be dominated, that's of someone that's weak, and that doesn't own themselves, right? If you let that body language represent you to the rest of the world, then other people will treat you as such, right? But on the flip side, there's those people that walk around like, yeah, I'm the toughest guy in the world, but really that's like a overcompensation for it's like the little man syndrome, right? Or the guy that buys the freaking giant truck because he has compensation issues, right? There's the extremes on both sides, right? And then there's somewhere in the middle, right, where you're not. Someone walks by, you can look someone in the eye and smile, or you can give them a little head nod or say, how you doing, right? And as you're moving through the world, you're showing the vulnerable parts of your body, right? Because your neck, right? Your neck is vulnerable. Your chest, right? Your private areas, those are all vulnerable parts of your body, and you have to be confident to expose those, right? Someone that's trying to protect their neck all the time or looking down, right? That's like a sign of weakness. And someone that's looking straight ahead, right? Not with their head in the air like this, chin up, right? That's the other extreme. You want to be somewhere in the middle where you own yourself, right? Where you're confident, where people walk by and they're not, they're not getting a sense of like this, what's the best way to say this? This like creature, animal, right? Because we're all animals, creatures, whatever, right? But this creature that doesn't have confidence and that doesn't believe in themselves and that doesn't that is scared and fearful and all that stuff, right? It doesn't matter if you're 5'2", 130, or if you're 6'9", 290, right? It doesn't matter. Anywhere in between, you can still own yourself, right? You can still walk through the world with confidence and present yourself as someone that takes care of business and someone that can handle themselves in any situation. And it's funny because there's studies like the physiology, how you carry your body will create the emotions that you feel. So, and Tony Robbins is a master at this, so I'm not trying to pretend to be Tony Robbins, but he'll say, hey, close your eyes and show me what a depressed person looks like. And you'll instantly see people getting small, their shoulders will come in, their head will go down. You'll start getting the frown on their face, right? And then he'll say, all right, show me the body language of the most confident person in the world. And you see people's chests get out, you see their heads come up a little bit, and you see them having more power. Their eyes get bigger, they start, it's like more powerful, it's more in your face. And so the reason I tell you all of this is because you are always representing yourself every single day in some way. And are you someone that is telling the world to treat you like a little, right? Or are you telling the world that, hey, I'm here, I have my space, you have yours. If we collide, right, it's gonna be there's gonna be some mutual, right? So one person that I think is a great a person you can go watch for this is a guy named Bo Eason. When he's on stage, he studied with this guy who lived in Africa, and his African tribe, all the tribes around were getting eaten by lions, right? They would have these problems with lions attacking children and attacking people. And this one tribe had like no lion attacks. And the reason is because of the way they held their body. And they hold their body in a way where they always look dangerous. And and I haven't studied all of it. I just watched some of Bo Eason's speeches. But there's a way where they hold their body where at any moment they look like they can attack, right? And so as these lions watch their tribe, they see a creature that's sending body language of like, I'm dangerous too. You might be dangerous, but I'm dangerous too, right? And so these lions don't attack their tribes people, but they attack all the other surrounding tribes. And so if you want to study more about this, you can start learning more. Check out Bo Eason, check out some of these books and stuff like that. But just understand, man, you're always sending signals to the world of how to treat you. And if you want to be treated better, then hold yourself better. Hold yourself to a higher standard. Make sure that you're owning yourself, that you're okay with being vulnerable, that you're okay with putting yourself out there. And once you do that, the rest of the world will start to respond. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.